And you know, today wasn't too bad to get outside, maybe go to the, food bank downtown or hang out with your friends on your deck. But like you said, my goodness, it's going to get a lot better.
Yes, and the good news is we're pretty close to being able to open up the windows and let some fresh air into your house. Yes,
close?
At least in the morning hours. We're going to have some cool mornings, at least.
I don't even know what that's like, Kelly.
You're
speaking a foreign language right now.
We need a break from the high heat and high humidity. We are going to get it. We're going to show you the water vapor imagery, and the greens are depicting all the moisture. You can see that big complex that was moving across portions of Illinois into southern Indiana, but behind it we have oranges, and this is depicting the dry air. This dry air is going to be filling into Indiana here during the overnight hours and during the day tomorrow, thanks to winds out of the north. So we're already starting to see that creeping in, and it is going to feel much better. Now, dew points are still in the upper 60s, low 70s, so it's still muggy out there this evening. The winds are out of the north, though, and that's going to be the big change. Temperature right now, 76 degrees in Indianapolis, 72 in Columbus, 71 in Lafayette. The winds out of the north, and that's from 5 to 10 miles per hour, and that is going to help bring in that cooler, drier air. So temperatures falling into the mid to upper 60s. It will be cooler in the next couple of days. Stay with me here. This humidity is going to continue to be pushed farther to the south as we have this high pressure over the Great Lakes area. It's going to usher in those northerly breezes. That's dry air, and that will arrive for tomorrow as dew points start to dry out into those upper 50s, down into the mid 50s. By mid-afternoon, it's going to feel a lot better. Refreshing air, great time for the Indiana State Fair, as we'll see a gradual clearing of the skies as well tomorrow because of that high pressure. We're going to see some brilliant skies actually for the next couple of days, as high pressure will be with us really through Wednesday. And here's a look at those dew points on Monday. We'll still see those dew points in the low 50s as we go into Tuesday. Really much of the same, as that high pressure just sits over the Great Lakes area, helping block any of that moisture from being tapped into central Indiana. So highs on Monday will be into the upper 70s and low 80s, so a little cooler than average. Then as we go into Tuesday, a little warmer, a couple degrees warmer, into the low 80s, but will be warmer than the average high of 85. By Wednesday, we will be back into the mid 80s. Notice off to Kansas City, 102 is the forecast for Wednesday. We're going to hopefully keep that high heat out of here. We do have a chance of a few showers and thunderstorms on Thursday, still very far out. We'll keep you updated as we get closer, but let's take a look at some of those morning lows. By Monday morning, we're going to drop down into the upper 50s to near 60 degrees, high of 81. By Tuesday, upper 50s, possibly even some low to mid 50s, especially north central Indiana, high of 83. We're back into the 60s again for lows on Wednesday. Really average as we climb back to the mid 80s Wednesday afternoon. Storms around on Thursday, and then we're going to see a warm stretch, but less humidity arrives next weekend. Jenny?